Hello, welcome back. I got more evocation done, so we can do the big evocations now. Not sure if we're going to use them. We can do the big gifts from heaven, which might be funny, but maybe better against Lilithors. I'm not sure. Masterful Stellar Cascades is also kind of cool. AoE 19, 35 fatigue, lingers for 4. I mean, it certainly might be an interesting one to try just like spamming with lots and lots of mages. Advanced Flame Cloud might also be kind of useful. AoE 18, lingers 3, but also entangles you. Maybe. I'm not sure. I think we're so like... Our only real path is Astral and then a bit of fire and nature and stuff. There aren't any really big nature ones. Overwhelming Life. Improved Streams of Life, maybe. A bit weird though. Yeah, I think the Thaumaturgy stuff is still a better bet for us though. Those things like Blade Wind might be good for cleaning out water alleys. They've got no protection, right? It's a thought. Yeah, not much else to do in research. Get the rest of the construction and then I guess get some blood magic. Usual spells, didn't find any sites. Dire Portent. Icea has cast the Wild Hunt. It knocked out Forge. So Lilithors lost Forge, which is something. Weird one. I think we have to move priests out of forests now, right? We don't actually have many priests, is the thing. None of our mages are priests. I'm teleporting my prophet out of that throne he's in because that throne is a forest. That's the only priest I think we have to worry about. Battles then, we took all the 4 provinces we moved into, nothing really there. So that's fine. Didn't even have any losses. That's all okay. Zoko continues underwater, on my underwater fort. And the other little stack moved to Edoral. So still no fights with Zoko yet. Vermin are thriving in the food storages of Urfel. Something that's a huge issue for us. Supply usage 156. Our main unit is the Halberdier, who do not need to eat because they're that kind of undead. Our mages also do not need to eat. So the only people who are eating are... Do you guys eat? So the Ether Lords and the big mages need to eat my sacred. And that's it. So, Vermin Feast is not a huge deal for me, thankfully. Events then, we've got some pearls, bit of unrest, enchanted helmet, some dominion, that's nice. Gems, gold, lots of gold, and a mirror armor. And more independents attacking Lilithors. Ogwoods is open, Embracer is open, Urfel still damaged. Yeah, so Ogwoods is open, Embracer is open, and Urfel is now on 401 wall. Still no battle for a while. Okay, big news this turn. Looks like Citrani is now attacking us as well. Citrani, of course, very, very scary in Homeworld and cold. We have order, but also cold currently. It's the middle of winter. So even though we have neutral temp on our scales, cold 2 is what I guess you'd expect in the middle of winter. So this is the best time for him to attack. I will try to keep my dominion up in this region. Got another temple going down this turn here. It's not terribly useful, but it's the only place I've got a priest at the moment that can build one. But I assume the stack's going to attack us. There is a little stack here near this throne that he just lost, but there's no reason to put a group of units here if he wants to take this back, right? It'd be in this province or something. I think the only target he must have in mind is either this or this. He's going to go through Icea, because Icea's almost out. But this is right on our doorstep, and we have to assume that it's going to attack this throne, which he knows looks pretty lightly defended on the map. So this big stack that was heading this way, it's going this way now instead. Shove stuff back into this fort. All the red arrows are just moving stuff into this fort as quickly as possible. Put the PD up to 60. And yeah, I assume this moves into Caverns next turn, or maybe Parched. I think he has to take this to have a retreat route if he moves here, though, I'm not sure. But yeah, let's assume that it's attacking us now as well. I'm still going to try and take some of this stuff with this little stack, though, because why not? Doesn't look like anyone's moving towards this yet. And my assassin is also moving to intercept this stack. See if that can do anything, I'm not sure. But we'll see what happens. That's how that's developing now. Still just ramming stuff into this fort. I'm storming Ogwoods. I assume it's empty. I assume we'll take it. This army just spams a bunch of soul slays. Backed up by a bunch of skeletons. Things just die pretty quickly. I assume there's only going to be like 10 things inside the fort. They're just going to get blown up, so that'll be okay. This deck looks even bigger now. I don't know if that's just a reporting thing or if he's actually moved 200 more war trolleys into this deck. It's pretty scary. I'm still going to patrol on my cat though and try and fight it. I think that's fine. I don't feel good about it, but I think it's fine. We do still have other stuff. We can teleport into this throne in a few turns if we need to. The worst one would be losing my god, but I mean, we'll see how it goes. Still doing big spells. Got 70 points of province defense. I don't know. This game feels like it's getting away from me a bit. We've got these 3 extremely difficult points we have to defend now. I don't know if we can defend any of them. But we'll see how it goes anyway. I think that's broadly it for this turn. So we'll take this back and then we'll move back into defending this throne. I think it's fine to lose this stuff if we try defending our cap. We can't do anything in this region anyway. The only downside would be we wouldn't be able to teleport these mages into this fort in a few turns, but we've got Ether Lords we can teleport over. We've got stuff over here we can teleport over if we really need to. And we are still summoning more Ether Lords. So it would suck, but I think it's okay. We're also forging more items each turn to replace the stuff we might lose. Well, either way, let's turn 94. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hello, welcome back. A couple of little spells this turn. Haruspex didn't find anything. I had an Ether Lord in the throne that's currently being sieged by Lilithors. I empowered him in death to summon some skeletons. We've always got lots of spare death gems, so... also summoned a Troll Shaman in that fortress as well. Teleported my prophet away from a forest. Took a random province off Zatopek. Probably not going to push into him though. Lost our underwater fortress. Can't really do anything about that. Took back Ogwoods. Nothing really in there. Still getting Vermin and Urfel. And a bunch of events. None of these events are very interesting. Lots of negative events in Mark though. We got Unrest, we got Dominion Change, Wolves, Misfortune. Mark is suddenly on 298 Unrest. So I assume some Lycos have walked this way and are now in this province. Which is pretty funny. These provinces just immediately go to 300 Unrest. And that's it. Urfel is currently... It's 1 turn away from being opened. So I think it was like 401 last turn. They're probably going to have that fight soon. Okay, so down here we had Citrani on our border last turn. Looks like he's attacking Unsea though. So not threatening us yet. There's still a gigantic stack that's right next to us, so... I was going to march this army down. Guess I'm not now, I stalled. I'm just going to stick it back in this throne to help defend against Citrani, if Citrani does attack us. So that's all that's happening over here, just ramming stuff in forts. We got all these Lycos or whatever in Mark, so I'm going to do a bit of patrolling in Aboybia as well. Still trying to put what I can in Lost Lands. Bone Lands. You can see a little Soko stack here. There's definitely some stuff in this region. His cap is right here. Makes it even stranger that he's sitting this giant stack right next to me instead of just taking this throne. I'm not sure. That's all that's really happening in this region. Up here, still ramming stuff into actual Lost Lands. We can see this stack just took this fortress. But this stack can now threaten this throne. Pretty easily. But, I know I've said this like multiple times in this series, but The only things that mind spells would target in this army would be the mages. They should die pretty easily. We've got so many astral mages in this fortress. It's so hard to tell if this stuff is threatening or not. But we took back Logwoods. I'm going to summon a Celestic Animate here to put up a temple. And then the rest of the stuff is just going to head back to Lost Lands to sit in that fortress again. Keeping one little tiny stack of skeletons to go and take back Edirol, and then probably take Soaked Earth as well. So those guys are just walking out and spamming some mental blasts. That's fine over there. Up here, I've decided to sacrifice my capital. So I've been patrolling here for a while with a load of PD, hoping that Zoko would walk into it and that we'd have a fight, and maybe that would kill a bunch of stuff. Take a bunch of pressure off us in this region. But it doesn't look like he's going to. The main reason this is obnoxious is just because I can't really use my god if I don't have my capital, you know? Because the Ring of Returning always takes me back to my cap. So really, I just really want to keep my cap so that I can still use my god aggressively, but I don't know. It's Cataclysm soon. I think I'm just going to abandon my capital. I'm teleporting all of the big mages into Urfel to help defend that against Lilithors. And I've also got Huber doing astral travel with as many units as he can bring. So basically everything in my capital is just moving to Urfel this turn. Turns out you can't astral travel with your god. I guess immobiles can't actually astral travel, unfortunately. I thought it would be just like teleport. Yeah, so everything's just moving from Kamatan to Urfel. That means the remaining stuff has to just kind of run away. Because I don't want them trapped there against the giant Zoko stack. So they're just going to move into Scroll Point. So we should have the battle in Urfel either, I don't know, 2 or 3 turns away. And then, depending on how that goes, we can either march our stack backwards to retake our cap, or maybe we can try the long march all the way to First Forest, I don't know. That's the plan anyway. Zoko just seems too hard to deal with at this point. There's too many stacks everywhere. That are a lot more powerful than mine, I think. Unless I have tons and tons of mages. One other little thing I'm doing is I'm bidding on some mercenaries in Summer Bay. The Whispering Legion. I think these guys are ghosts. So I think they'll be able to take water provinces back pretty easily, which seems useful. And that's it for this turn. So it's turn 95. This is a very long game. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.